Hello and welcome to this session. Today we will be continuing with essential grammar exercises. We will be taking up exercises on verbs again. And this time we will be discussing modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Well, I'll tell you again. Not that we haven't discussed this earlier, but I believe a little more discussion is needed on modal verbs before we start attempting the exercises. And thereafter, as usual, after the exercises are done, we will be listening to two of our learned participants, their spontaneous speeches, and they'll be demonstrating their skills at spontaneous speech. And if you are following these lessons as YouTube videos, I'm sure you have seen how our learned participants have improved. Some of them have shown gross improvement. Some of them have shown tremendous amount of improvement because there were those who had difficulty speaking even a single sentence earlier. Now they're speaking and speaking with some amount of fluency. And that amount of fluency, by no stretch of imagination, is less than what you find above average people have. So the fluency of above average speakers has already been accomplished by our learned participants. And as we go along, they will be even better. So before we start with the exercises, let's say hello to our learned participants. Here we go. All right, Lekha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, fantastico, victorious, glamorous, glorious, fashionable, very happy. In fact, I'm the happiest soul on earth. And that's why I can say with confidence, I have never been better before. How are you?
I'm also the best and the happiest person and the most beautiful person and the most intelligent, most humble. And that's why I have never been better before.
That's wonderfully said. Wonderfully articulated. Welcome again, Lekha. Great to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Kirti, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Oh, victorious. I have just gotten rid of all the weaknesses and I'm the happiest soul on earth. You can see my glory all over the world, not just the local universe, but the universe as a whole. Probably I'm touching the limits of the observable universe and even going beyond those limits. And that's what makes me
Okay.
so happy. And so I have never been better before. How are you?
Sir, I'm the glorious in extraterrestrial and very happy and fantastic. And I'm attending this class, so obviously, I'm very, 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 I'm at cloud nine. And I have never been better before.
Great to know that. Great to know that. Welcome again, Kirti. It's always a pleasure to have you on board. All
Thanks,
right.
sir.
Welcome. And again, thanks for joining. All right. Isha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Victorious as always. Handsomest soul on earth as always. Humblest soul on earth as always. Happiest soul on earth as always. And the most accomplished soul on earth as always. And that's what makes me say that I have never been better before. How are you?
I am good, fantastic, victorious, glorious, and this time I am taking your class. That's make me most happiest person on the earth. That's why I have never been better before.
Fantastico. You know that I don't just leave the participants go scot-free with a kind of a weak response to the question, how are you? So you have learned the tricks of trade. I'm so pleased with you, Isha. So wonderful to have you on board. Thank you for finding
Thank
time
you,
out
sir.
and joining us again. All right, moving on. Manisha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Absolutely great. In fact, I'm the greatest. I can have a bird's eye view of everything that is happening in the universe because that is the kind of knowledge and wisdom I have acquired. And being the handsomest man in the universe and the most motivated man in the universe, the most skillful man in the universe, and the man with the greatest artistic talents, and of course, uh, the second best teacher, first teacher being Seema, that I acknowledge. Okay, I can say without a trace of doubt that I have never been better before. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm doing great. And yes, I'm not perfect, but I'm embracing my imperfections and I'm really happy with that. So I have never been better before.
Fantastic response, Manisha. Well done. You are also now gearing up, right? Those timid responses have disappeared and now they're giving way to these wonderful articulations. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear what you just said. All right, moving on. Thank you for finding time, Manisha, right? It's such a pleasure always to have you on board. All right. Pallavi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I'm the happiest soul on earth. I have never been better before because you see the skills I have, the talents I have, the riches I have, the the set of joys that I have, and all the wonderful opportunities that are waiting for me, and all the wonderful friends that I have in the universe. Yes, in the universe, even aliens are my friends, by the way. So that makes me the happiest soul. And that's why I can confidently say that I have never been better before. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm also very good, very fantastic, feeling like the happiest soul and the wonderful soul in the world. And it's just feeling that I'm the most beautiful soul and beautiful soul in the world, and at that time attending your class and seeing you. So that's why I am happy. I am very happy and have never been better before.
Wow, so good to see you speak this way. I'm so impressed. Wonderful. See, you are gearing up, right? Gearing up, and you are determined to actually achieve what you have set out for yourself. Wonderfully done, Pallavi. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you and all your friends. Well done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sneha, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to have you on board. All right, Sneha, good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Oh, great, greatest. Right. Let me put it great, greater, greatest. All three attributes belong to me. And because of the great talents that nature has bestowed upon me, because of the tremendous amount of wisdom I command, and because I deservingly can look at myself with narcissistic like tendencies, I am the happiest soul on earth, and that can make me assert that I have never been better before. How are you?
I am a little bit busy nowadays, but I can say I have been never been better before this feeling.
Good to know that. Now, with a lot of energy, say, I have never been better before, as you usually do.
So I have never been better before.
Wonderful. That's great to hear. Great to hear. Well done. Well done. Okay. Pranjal, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Pranjal,
How are you? Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm absolutely great, victorious, glamorous, handsomest, most energetic, most accomplished, the most talented, and of course, with divine wisdom at my command, I can confidently proclaim that I've never been better before. How are you?
I have also never been better before, and I totally agree. You are the most handsomest and the most intelligent.
I said
But
all
I'll try
that
to
to
compete.
I said all that to motivate you, my dear. You're putting it
That's why
on
I'm
me now.
motivated. I'll try to compete now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who gets happier, right? Let's wait for
Yes,
that.
sir.
Good to see you back, Pranjal. There was
Thank you, sir.
you were absent because of probably some work, right?
No, sir. Actually, I had to go home. There was some problem at home. So 1 week I had to go home the whole week.
Everything fine now? Things are better?
Yes, sir. Better, yeah.
All right. Good to know that. Welcome
Thank you
aboard.
for asking.
Welcome again, Pranjal.
Thank you.
So good to have you back. Okay, moving on. Seema, good evening.
Good
Seema,
evening, sir. Yes, sir. Good
yes,
evening, sir.
yes.
Uh,
See, I have already acknowledged that I am the second best teacher, right? I am not the best teacher. That place belongs to you. So, so you don't have to compete with me on that count. Yes. When it comes to
No,
happiness,
sir.
you might have to compete with me. So tell me how you are.
Sir, I am great. I am wonderful. And why I am this like because I am attending these classes and I have opportunity to learn so many things from this group and from you. So this makes me so happy and that's why I have never been better before.
Thank you, Seema. So sweet of you, and you articulated your idea so well. I can see that the verbalization abilities of each one of the participants is going up by leaps and bounds. It's so good to see, right? All of you will be great speakers, pro orators. Each one of you is going to become. I have absolutely no doubt about that. Okay, we have a new friend with us today. His name is Arun Shakya. I can see that. So I'm so glad to welcome him to the class. Uh, well, we have already covered a lot of the course. In fact, we are in the second half of the course and we are left with maybe another 30 or 40 odd classes, depending upon how the course progresses. But it is not impossible to pick up from here because we essentially do the same thing all through the training program. What we did in the first class, we are doing it even now. And we'll be doing it in the last class as well. And that is how you pick up English. There is no other way of picking up English other than practicing. So, Arun, I heartily welcome you on behalf of all your co-learners and myself. And I hope that you get what you have aspired for. Well, you already know English. You can already speak good English. I know that. I'm aware of that. But you can always take your fluency to a different level if you're willing to invest your time in the methods that we practice, right?
Right,
Apart
sir.
from, yes, apart from the methods that we practice, we also do certain other fun stuff. And one of the supporting stuff, and equally a fun stuff, is essential grammar. Our stress has never been on grammar. Our stress has always been on speaking, 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 and speaking. Speaking is what we believe in. Speaking is what we do. And that's what you will also have to do. It's rigorous speaking. So before before we start with the session today, Arun, I want to tell you this, that when I ask you how you are, right? How are you? Please say that you are great, regardless of how you are feeling. Sometimes we are probably not at the best of our temperaments. Still, you must say, I'm great, I have never been better before. What that does is, that will add a dimension of bliss in your personality. And that will actually push you forward, motivate you, and make you get the best out of your own personality. If you want to be a better version of yourself, please practice this regularly. There's a story, a Johnny story, which I narrated a few classes back, and I'll not be repeating it now. You can, if you follow the YouTube videos, you'll find out from where this concept of nothing, I have never been better before has come. So, Arun, I would want you to introduce yourself. Tell us I've already given your co-learners and the audience who will be watching us on YouTube your name. You can repeat your name still and tell us what you do and what you aspire for and what are your expectations from this course. After you finish talking, we'll move on to the exercises. Yes, Arun. I'm giving you full screen since you're speaking for the first time on the class. Yes, Arun, go ahead.
Listen, firstly, I thanks to you for joining me this class, and I want to thank to Isha because she told me for this class, and today I request her to for join joining me this class. My name is Arun Shaki, and presently I am working in Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as a PA, and I belong to Kanpur, and uh, I am living Delhi last 10 years, and um, my English is not very good, so I improve my English. I want to improve my English, so I joined this class, and was-
Right, right. So, well, you are most welcome. I'm so happy to have you on board. Right, you have joined us late, but doesn't matter. It's better late than never. And I can tell you that you have actually missed nothing because we do the same stuff. We do not change. We do the same stuff right from beginning till end. Right. So I would request all my learned participants uh, to write some welcome messages for our learned friend Arun, who has just joined us. Arun, I promise you that if you practice the methods, nothing will be able to stop you. You will be a great speaker, a pro orator, provided you are regular and you follow the techniques as they are discussed in the class. If you do, then you will be a great speaker. Although you're joining us late, but I still believe, since you're doing the second half of the course only, yet, with practice and with regularity, with self discipline, you will be a great speaker still. You will be a great speaker. If you want, you can continue to practice after this training program gets over, and that will add steam to your spoken English prowess. And thank you
thank you,
very
sir. I
much.
will give my best.
Of course you will. Of course you will. You look determined. I'm so happy to have you on board. Some welcome messages for you from your friends. I'll just read those messages for you. Okay, your friend Manisha says, welcome, Arun. And then there's a beautiful smiley. Excited
Thank
to
you,
learn,
thank you, Manisha.
excited to learn a lot from you. And then there are two beautiful smileys again. So I think Manisha is a great student, and she's also very brainy, extremely brainy. So the exchange of ideas always enriches everyone in the class, and I'm also just the way Manisha has written that she's looking forward to learning a lot from you. I'm also looking forward to learn a lot from you. It is always teaching and learning is a kind of a two-way traffic. It's never like one person delivering odds, delivering things to the others. The students also teach the teacher a lot. The teaching and learning go hand in hand. They can never be considered as separate processes. While I try and deliver what I know, I also gain so much from the learned participants. So I'm also looking forward to learning a lot from you, Arun. All right. Kirti says, welcome to the group, Arun. All the best. Kirti has welcomed you. Then we have Lekha. Lekha says, welcome, Arun. Just be regular in your practice. You will soon, that is within 1 month, see the difference. Indeed, Lekha is spot on. If you practice the methods, 1 month will be enough to boost your confidence and make you a better speaker. But of course, you need to do it for a longer period to be tremendously proficient. All right. Moving on, we have Pallavi. Pallavi has also greeted you. She has said, very warm welcome, Arun. It's a beautiful smiley thereafter. Welcome, Arun, in the class. You will learn a lot, and yes, by good practice, as Sir said, you will become a pro speaker in English. And then there are two beautiful smileys. Pallavi is spot on. What Pallavi says is correct.
Thank you.
So you can go
Thank you,
ahead.
Pallavi.
Right. Okay. Isha says, welcome to the group, Arun. Right. Isha is the one who recommended this course to you. So
Yes, sir.
the way you are thankful to Isha for recommending the course to you, I am also thankful to Isha, and all the participants are thankful to Isha for bringing you on board, because I'm sure the healthy exchange of ideas stands to get healthier, right? With your joining us. And then Seema says, wonderful welcome to this great group, Arun. And we are eager to learn so many things from you. And then there are, of course, thumbs up for you. So welcome again. And now we start with the modal exercises, with the exercises that, the verb exercises that we are supposed to do. Right. So what are modal verbs? I'll just give you a very brief idea because I've already spoken about it earlier. Now we are just going to start with the exercises. And let me explain what are modal verbs first. Now, please appreciate that if you go by rules strictly, you will never be able to use the components of speech in your regular practice, in your common dealings with people. If you want to be proficient in spoken English, you have to put things into practice. Please remember what I say again and again to you, that you do not have to memorize any rules. You are not supposed to be memorizing any rules. You are not even supposed to be retaining in your mind information such as there are verbs of 4 kinds, modal verbs, action verbs, right, etc., etc. All that rubbish you have to keep out of your mind. We'll also be doing gerunds and infinitives eventually. You don't have to remember what they are. Just understand the usage, that will do. Why am I naming these expressions as they are called? I'm not naming them. That is how they are called, these components of speech. That is, I'm using the same expressions, although they could be somewhat confusing at times. I'm using these expressions because that is how they are identified. But they are not supposed to be memorized by you or even retained by you. If you understand the usage, that's all you need to do. I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying this till the very last day of essential grammar teaching and practice, learning and practice, whatever, theory and practice, whatever you call that you are not supposed to be memorizing or even retaining the theoretical concepts. The theoretical concepts are just there to serve as background information. That is just about it. No need to retain all this stuff in your mind. Only understand the usage. Because what is going to make you sharp in English is spontaneous speech, shadowing, and coterie talk. That's all. That's all. If we had not done verbs or nouns, adjectives, and other parts of speech, of course, there are many more parts of speech that are to be covered now, you would still be fine. And remember, speaking in supposedly incorrect English does not matter. I have said this before, and I'm saying it again, and I'll repeat it yet again. Incorrect English spoken with confidence is far better than correct English spoken without confidence. And also keep in mind, there is nothing such as correct English or incorrect English, because English, like every other language, keeps evolving. So, with that said, what are modal verbs? Now let's come to the point. Modal verbs are verbs that act or that probably convey expressions or that bring into fore aspects of life, such as possibilities, such as one's abilities, such as permission. If you remember only these three, if you don't have to remember really. When I say you have to remember, means in order to understand, if you just focus on these three expressions, that is enough for you to understand what modal verbs do. When you seek somebody's permission, when you talk about abilities, when you talk about some future events, possibilities, we use modal verbs. What are the modal verbs? Well, modal verbs can be may, can, might, could, etc., 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 etc. In certain cases, modal verbs can also be words such as are and were, could be. I mean, could be, I've already said. So these expressions are not to be understood as absolute expressions that are defining modal verbs. Please play around with words. If there is a word that fits better than the words such as may, might, will, would, shall, should, right? Shouldn't, wouldn't, will not, cannot, etc., etc., then use those words. Although these are modal words, the ones that I just mentioned, modal verbs, sorry, will, would, will not, would not, shall, shouldn't, shall not, sorry, shall not, right? Or should not, or shouldn't. Then could not, can, cannot. All these are modal verbs because they are used to seek permission. They are used to express what abilities a person may have. And they can also be used to talk about or refer to some future event. We discussed this earlier. Now let us do some exercises to understand what they are, because the best way to understand the concept is to do exercises. Here we go. Exercise 1, right? So fill in the blanks with appropriate modal verb. Example, can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would. Whatever suits, use that. Keep the theory out of the way and use your common sense to answer. You heard me. Keep the theory out of the way and answer with your wisdom and common sense. Do not have to go by this sickening theory, right? Okay. Manisha, you dash bring an umbrella. It looks like rain.
You must bring an umbrella. It looks like rain.
Correct. You must bring an umbrella. It looks like rain. You can also say you may bring an umbrella. It looks like rain. You could bring an umbrella. It looks like rain. You can bring an umbrella. It looks like rain. All will fit correctly into the context, right? Okay. Moving on. You are correct, Manisha. Isha, I am not sure if dash make it to the party. I am not
I am
sure. Yes, go ahead.
I am not sure if I will make it to the party.
Correct. I'm not sure if I will make it to the party. You can also say, I'm not sure if I can make it to the party. Probably it's better to use the word can. Will also do, but can is probably slightly better, marginally better, right? So I'm not sure if I can make it to the party. All right, Lekha, she dash swim very well when she was younger.
She could swim very well when she was younger.
Spot on, Lekha. She could swim very well when she was younger. We are talking about the past. So the word can has not been used. The word could has been used. By the way, when we use words such as would and could, although I'm probably speaking out of the context, but it's important for you to understand this. Would and could are past forms of will and can. But that does not mean they are always used in conveying the past events or talking about the past events. They can be used in the present sense and the future sense as well. For example, I can say, Manisha, would you be able to come? Which means, Manisha, I'm asking her, will you be able to come? Instead of using will, I use the word would. So would, it is correct, is the past form of will, but it can be used for present and future connotations as well. And likewise, I can say, Pallavi, could you just pass the dish of Rashagollas to me? Which means I'm asking her, Pallavi, Can you please give me that dish of Rasagollas? It does not mean I should have said can you. Can you is okay. Can you is also okay. But when I use the word could, it does not make a difference. So sometimes can and could can be used for conveying the present and also for conveying the future. Likewise, would can be used in place of will for conveying the things happening in the present and for explaining things that will happen in the future. Keep this in mind, although I'm repeating, although would is the past form of will and could is the past form of can and should is the past form of shall, yet we can use would, could, and should for referring to events past, present, and future. There'll be no mistake if you use them in place of their present form. So instead of using will, we can sometimes use would, not all the time. Instead of using shall, we can also use should. We can use should. Likewise, instead of using can, we can also use could. So keep this in mind that they are not to be conventionally thought of as they means what? They means could, should, would. They are not conventionally to be used all the time for referring to the past. I hope I have made my point clear. As we go along, you will see more. You will understand more about this. Okay. Don't be confused. We'll do a lot more of this stuff. Things will be pretty clear by the time we finish. Okay? All right. She could swim very well when she was younger. Here we have to use could. Here we cannot say she can swim very well when she was younger. That will be an incorrect sentence. Because although could can be used in place of can cannot always be used in place of could. And of course, there are exceptions where you cannot use could in place of can as well. So please understand, we have to go by the context. The rules are there for you to take, for you to accept and use, but the rules are not absolute. There are lots of tweakings possible. There are lots of changes. There's lots of opportunities and lots of necessities that might arise for breaking the rules, right? So rules may just be heard once and then you can very well forget them. Let them act from the depths of your subconscious mind. And feel free to break the rules. With all this said, let me remind you that you don't have to speak correct English. Incorrect English will do. You just have to speak whatever kind of English you speak with confidence, right? But try to make it as acceptable as possible. Deliberately, it's not a good idea that if you deliberately speak incorrect English. Try to speak as correctly as possible. When I say as correctly as possible, I mean as acceptable as possible. Let the accepted version of English be used. All right, moving on. All right. Okay. One second. Okay. Right. Pallavi. We dash start the meeting at 3 p.m.
We will start the meeting at 3 p.m.
We will,
Or,
yes, go ahead.
or we must start the meeting at 3 p.m.
Absolutely. Many answers are possible. We may start the meeting at 3 p.m. We might start the meeting at 3 p.m. We can start the meeting at 3 p.m. We could start the meeting at 3 p.m. We must start the meeting at 3 p.m. We will start the meeting at 3 p.m. We would start the meeting at 3 p.m. Probably all expressions are correct here. All right? Okay. Moving on. Kirti. They dash have left by now.
Sir, they must have left by now. They should have left by now.
Well done. Well done. Must appears to be even better. So what you're saying is spot on, Kirti. Well done. They must have left by now is correct. Sneha. Students dash always complete their homework on time. Students dash almost complete their homework on time.
Students should always complete their homework on time.
Correct. Students should always complete their homework on time. Students must always complete their homework on time. all these various answers are possible. What you have said is spot on. Well done. All right. Now moving on to Isha. Isha. I dash like some more coffee, please.
I do like some more coffee, please.
What did you say, Isha?
I do like some more coffee, please.
I do like some more coffee, please. Well, probably okay. But can you come up with
I'm not finding the right word for this sentence.
why? They are right before you, before your eyes.
Uh,
You can pick up one of the suggestions given at the top, which is a very common way of saying. For example, I can say to Lekha, Lekha, would you like to have a cup of coffee with me? Manisha, would you like to have tea with me? Manisha, would you like some tea? Pallavi, would you like some
I would
snacks?
like some more coffee, please.
Hmm?
I would like some more coffee, please.
Yes, correct. I would like some more coffee, please. I will like some more coffee, please is okay, but I would is a very common expression. I would like some more coffee, please. Kindly note that although would is the past form of will, you are using it in the present sense. Understood or not? Understood or
Sir.
not? Do not
Yes,
go
sir.
by theory. If you go by theory, you will end up nowhere. Okay? All right. Sneha. You dash try the new restaurant in town.
You should try the new restaurant in town.
Spot on. You should try the new restaurant in town. What is the pronunciation? The pronunciation is not restaurant. The pronunciation is not restaurant, although some natives also say restaurant. The pronunciation is not restaurant. The pronunciation is not restaurant. The pronunciation is restaurant. Restaurant. Remember, restaurant. You should like the new restaurant in town, right? So although pronunciation is not something we really have given too much of importance, but sometimes off and on, I do tell you the pronunciation, the correct pronunciation as well. Restaurant is an acceptable and a good pronunciation, not to suggest that the other pronunciations are incorrect, right? But if you can use the word, don't say restaurant, say restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. That's correct. You should try the new restaurant in town. All right, moving on. Arun. He dash be here any minute.
He should be here any minute. Yeah, he would be.
He would be here any minute. He should be here any minute. He will be here any minute. All are correct. All right, well done. Okay, okay. Well done, well done. Okay, Pranjal. Pranjal. Dash, I help you with your bags. Pranjal, are you there? Probably some internet issues again. Okay, Seema. Seema.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, Pranjal, go ahead. Yes, Pranjal, go ahead.
Actually, I didn't hear. There was some issue. Can you please repeat?
Certainly. Dash, I help you with your bags.
May I help you with your bag?
May I help you with your bags? Could I help you with your bags? Both will do. Right. Moving on to the next. Remember, these solutions are not absolute. There can be any number of solutions, right? Not any number of solutions, but more solutions than just one, at least. These are just suggestive solutions to you. They are not absolute. All right. Seema. Now complete the sentences with modal verbs. You dash come to the concert with us if you want.
You may come to the concert with us, or you can come to the concert with us if you want.
Spot on. You may come to the concert with us if you want. You can come to the concert with us if you want. You could come to the concert with us if you want. You might come to the concert with us if you want. All will do. All right. Now don't ask me How can would be used? Would is a past form of will. I've explained all this. Okay, don't ask questions which are meaning, because these questions keep coming. Please remember, would and could and should are past forms of will and shall and can, but they can be used for depicting or for explaining present, future, and the past. Right? All right. Moving on. Pallavi. She dash attend the 1 second, sorry. Manisha. She dash attend the conference next week.
So according to me, multiple answers are possible. Like
Yes.
can, will, would, may, or should. She can attend the conference next week. She may attend the conference next week. She should attend the conference next week, and she will attend the conference next week.
Yes. According to you, whatever comes is always correct, right? According to you means it has the stamp of approval of correctness, right? Well done. All right, moving on. Pallavi. They dash finish the project by tomorrow. You can give me one answer, right?
Okay.
I know each one of you is an encyclopedia unto yourself. Don't have to be an encyclopedia. Give me one answer. I have to finish the class quickly. Okay, go ahead.
They will finish the work by tomorrow. They will finish the project by tomorrow.
Yes, they will finish the project by tomorrow. They must finish the project by tomorrow. Any number of, there are so many options available. Fine, thank you. Kirti, I dash study for my exams tonight.
So I must study for my exams tonight.
I must study for my exams tonight. I will study for my exams tonight. Pick up whatever you want to. Okay? Spot on. Lekha, he dash be at the meeting on time.
He will be at the meeting on time.
He will be at the meeting on time. Correct. Lekha is correct. Isha, we dash visit the museum on Sunday.
We will visit the museum on Sunday.
Correct. Arun, students dash not talk during the exam.
Student should not talk during the exam.
Spot on. Okay. Moving on. Now, Sneha, you dash call me if you need any help.
You should call me if you need any help.
You should call me
must-
if you need any help. You must call me is
You
also
must
correct.
call me.
You can call
Mhm.
me if you need any help, will also do. Well done.
Yes.
All right. Pranjal.
She will have the
No. Don't do a Kirti here. Okay. Pranjal, now there are going to be, there'll be 4 Kirtis now altogether. Okay. Let me read out the question. Hear me out and then give me the answer. I know that your gray matter is bubbling with energy and you can blast any question that comes your way, but still hold on the reins. Just do not press the accelerator. Hold on, my dear. And now tell me after I tell you the question. See, there are so many people who are willing to do a Kirti in the class, right? Pranjal also. All right. But I do understand that that's a mark of confidence. I'm not criticizing it. In fact, I'm very happy. I'm so happy to see that you can all, you're all willing to answer and you're so confident. Right. Okay. So the question is, Pranjal, she dash have the report ready by Friday.
Sorry, sir. She will have the report ready by Friday.
Yes, you don't have, spot on. You don't have to be sorry, my dear. I'm very happy. I'm delighted. You don't have to be sorry at all. Right. I'm very happy. In fact, I should say thank you to you for being such a vibrant and a quick learner and such a confident speaker. You already speak very well and you'll improve. All right, Seema, I dash go to the doctor if I don't feel better soon.
I would go to the doctor if I don't feel better soon.
Spot on. Okay, moving on. Will is the answer. There can be other answers also. I may go to the doctor if I don't feel better soon will also do. These are not the absolute solutions, just suggestive solutions. Okay, going ahead. All right. Manisha, make a sentence with can. Create sentences using the given modal verbs. Make a sentence with can.
Birds can fly.
Birds can fly. Perfect. Pallavi, make a sentence with may.
May I help you in your house chores?
May I help you in your household chores? That's correct. Okay, it's remember the pronunciation of chore is chores. Chores, it is not course. Right? The other day also I heard one of the participants say core. It is not core, it is chore. Household chores. Right? Chores means jobs. So finish off your chores first and then come and meet me. Not finish off your course first, right? Chores. Correct. The sentence is correct. All right, moving on. Kirti, make a sentence with must.
You must study for your exams.
You must study for your exams. Well done. Isha, make a sentence with should.
I should be on time in every classes.
I should be on time in every class. Correct. Well done. Okay. Sneha, make a sentence with will.
I will do everything.
I will do everything. Well done. All right. Moving on. These are some model sentences. I mean, some sentences, suggestive sentences. You can read them. Okay, exercise 4. Arun, fill in the blanks with the appropriate modal verb. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, any, or even other than these. Go ahead. You dash try the spicy food. It's delicious.
You will try the spicy food. It's delicious.
Not incorrect, but can you come up with something better? You dash try the spicy food. It's delicious.
You can try to spicy food. You
will, yes, you can try the spicy food. It's delicious is correct. You may try the spicy food. It's delicious is correct. You must try the spicy food. It's delicious will also be correct. Okay. Or you should try the spicy food. It's delicious will also do. All expressions in English, you know. Speak it any way you want. All right, Isha. She dash attend the conference if her schedule allows.
She must attend the conference if her schedule allows.
Spot on. Other answers are also possible. You know, all of you are competent enough to give other answers as well. All right, moving on now. Coming to Lekha. Lekha has answered once, but I'm still going back to her. Lekha, he dash be at the meeting by 3 p.m.
He must be at the meeting by 3 p.m.
Spot on. Thank you. Pranjal, we dash always be kind to others.
We should always be kind to others.
We should always be kind to others. We must always be kind to others. Well, that's correct. Seema, students dash not be allowed to use their phones during the exam.
Sir, students should not be allowed to use their phones during the exam.
Spot on.
Students must not be allowed.
Correct. Well done. Manisha, I am not sure if I dash come to the party, but I'll let you know.
I'm not sure if I can come to the party, but I'll let you know.
Well done. Correct. Pallavi, they dash finish the project on time if they work diligently.
They will finish the project on time if they work diligently.
Spot on. Well done. Kirti, you dash call me if you need assistance.
You may call me if you need assistance.
Well done. Okay, Sneha, she dash bring her laptop to the workshop.
She could bring her laptop to the workshop.
She could bring her laptop to the workshop. She will bring her laptop to the workshop. Anything will do. Correct. Isha, dash I borrow your pen for a moment.
Can I borrow your pen for a moment?
Correct. Spot on. Can I borrow your pen for a moment? May I borrow your pen for a moment? Both will do. Well done. Now the next one is the paragraph exercise. It's a little offbeat, right? Why do I say offbeat? Well, I have already said you can use the modal verbs are what? Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would. What is the purpose? The purpose is important. To seek permission, or to talk about a possibility, or to talk about some future event. For example, if I say, I will be strong, I'm talking about my ability. I'm also talking about the future when I'll be strong. If I say, Manisha, can I borrow your pen? I'm soliciting the permission of Manisha if I can borrow her pen, right? So, and then I say, oh, Sneha will be such a great English speaker. Here I'm talking about a possibility. So these modal verbs are used for conveying possibilities for future events, or for showing, or for expressing the soliciting of permission. I've given you some broad examples. Now, please understand that they necessarily are not the only modal verbs. Sometimes some other words can also be modal verbs. Here in this paragraph exercise, you may have to use such words as well. So beware, whoever is going to take you, the one who's going to take it, I'm saying the name right now, is going to be Pranjal. Pranjal, please keep in mind that it will not just be can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, which can be used as modal verbs. Other verbs can also be used as, other expressions can also be used as modal verbs. Keep that in mind when you solve this exercise. I'm reading this out, then you have your time, and then you can tell me when you are ready. Pranjal, I'm reading this out. Pranjal, are you with me? Okay, I'm reading this out. Yesterday, Brinda had a dilemma. Right, some people say it's dilemma. Both will do. Dilemma is better. Yesterday, Brinda had a dilemma. She dash decide whether she dash attend the important conference in the city. Her boss told her that she dash represent the company if she dash make it. Brinda was unsure because she dash have a prior commitment with her family. She knew she dash let her boss down, but she also dash spend time with her loved ones. After thinking it over, she decided that she dash try to balance both work and family. So she dash attend the conference and then join her family later. Take your time, take a couple of minutes, and if you're ready earlier, you can tell me.
Yes, sir, I can try.
Okay, go ahead.
Yesterday, Brinda had a dilemma. Uh, she had to decide whether she could attend the important conference in the city. Her boss told her that she can represent the company if she could make it. Brinda was unsure because she I'm not getting what this could be. Okay, I'll skip this one. She might have a prior commitment with her family. She knew she could not let her boss down, but she also had to spend time with her loved ones. After thinking it over, she decided that she could try to balance both work and family, so she could attend the conference and then join her family later.
All right. You can modify it in whichever way you can. Using modal verbs also means using modal verbs in combination with other words. Another possible, what you are saying is correct, right? But there are other possible combinations also. For example, I'll agree with what you said. Yesterday, Brinda had a dilemma. She had to decide whether she would attend the important conference in the city. Her boss told her that she could represent the company, that she could represent the company if she could make it. Not can represent, because can and could, well, They can be used, but it'll sound better if you use could for both the blanks. Brinda was unsure because she could have a prior commitment with her family. She knew she shouldn't let her boss down, but she also had to spend time with her loved ones. After thinking it over, she decided that she would try to balance both work and family. So she would attend the conference and then join her family later. Is it okay, Pranjal? Is this combination also appealing to you?
Yes, sir, perfect.
Right. So this is another way of doing it. What you did is also correct. Here is the model solution, but of course you may change it. You may change it, right? Modal verbs does not mean you have to stay confined to may, might, could, would, should, shouldn't, etc., etc. Okay, wouldn't. You can use your own words. The idea is to complete the sentence correctly. And otherwise, who cares what is the modal verb? By the way, Pranjal, since you took the paragraph question, you must read this. And please be on the camera now for a while. Please be on the camera. Yes. Till you finish reading this,
Yes,
you'll have
sir.
to be on the camera. Read it with as much enthusiasm as you can command. Go ahead.
Well done, everybody. Time now to double up your efforts. Soon enough, you will see your dream of speaking like a pro speaker come true.
All right. Thank you, Pranjal. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Well done, all of you. Very well answered. And now, without further ado, we will start with the spontaneous speeches. The first person to go at it will be Kirti. Kirti, be ready. I'm giving you the topic. And yes, I'll be having a stream today, right? Maybe around 9:15, 9:30. I wanted to start it early, but probably the class will overshoot. I'll be very, very glad if you can join. Even if you can join for 5 minutes, I'll be extremely happy to have you there. All right. And the stream is also an opportunity for you to sync up your productive time. I usually allocate two and a half hours every day for writing. Okay. So you can sync up whatever you want to do. You want to study, you want to read, you want to do some important work. You can sync up your productivity time with my productivity time, right? On holidays, that is on gazetted holidays and during weekends, I make it a point that I work for 5 hours for sure. So during weekends, you can sync your productive time with my productive time and work for 5 minutes with me. I use the Pomodoro technique. I work for half an hour, then take a 5-minute break, then again work for half an hour, then again take a 5-minute break. That 5-minute break is to straighten myself up to ensure that I don't develop cramps while doing my work. It's very important to take that 5-minute break. I don't speak much during the stream. If you have checked up one or more of my streams, you might have seen that I don't speak much. Very little talks. It's all work, 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 and work. So if you join me for the streaming, I'll be delighted, right? That also helps me build my YouTube channel. All right. So here you go. Kirti, kindly say hello to me.
Hello, sir.
Right. So we are talking about productivity. Now, I'm giving you a difficult topic, right? Since now we are in the advanced stage of the course, I'm giving you a difficult topic. I'm sure you'll do well, right? Productivity is more of a quality of mind. Productivity is more of a quality of mind. Productivity is more of a quality of mind. Shoot. Shoot.
Topic is productivity is more of quality of time. Um, yes, actually, if we think to start any work, we should think about that how to bring out the output with quality wise, because we should emphasize on the quality rather than the quantity of work. So productivity always comes with the quality instead of with quantity of work. So we should be we should think about this um, and yes, um, in our office, our officers always emphasize on this point that you should come on time. And I always notice that many people come at 9 p.m., but they will start their work from 10:30 a.m. After uh, visiting their canteen, and they spend so much time in canteen, and they usually start their work after 10 or 10:30 a.m. And if someone comes at around 9:30 and 10 a.m., so they will not they only notice that every person should be on time, but they don't notice that a person who comes not who comes to office not on time, not in time, but uh, he is investing his energy and work in uh, in his work with quality. So people don't notice this thing. So I think we should think about the productivity of work uh, with the quality. And so yes, many students are many students uh, there is nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me. Productivity comes with your hard work, comes with your knowledge, comes with the quality of work. And quality work always contains your dedication, devotion. And if you have so much nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me. Oh my god. Okay. Nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me. My god, I'm not I'm not there is nothing in my mind to describe this topic, but I know there is so much. But at this time and today, I know I can't deliver my speech very nicely. But yes, uh, I don't know. Today I'm not able to deliver my speech, and yes, actually, mm, nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Oh my God. Nothing is striking me. 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 Now I digress myself from this topic, and now I can't think anymore, and I become nervous. Oh, I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. Oh, nothing is striking me. 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 Uh, Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Sorry, girl. Oh my God. Now I can't because nothing is striking me. 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 No, sorry, sir. Please, sir, spare me for today. I now actually I can't start my topic with the effective point. So now I just I couldn't restart this thing once again.
Okay, that should do. Come back on camera.
No,
Come back
sir.
on camera. Come back on camera, all of you, please.
Okay.
Keep this in mind that unless you have internet issues, nobody is going to go off the camera when you are speaking, when you are delivering a spontaneous speech. This will be unacceptable, right? Probably you did it innocently, Kirti, but never do it again. When you are demonstrating spontaneous speech for 6 minutes, you can say nothing is striking me on the trot. It doesn't matter. The idea is to speak. If nothing is striking you, fine. Well, that's understandable, right? The human brain can be having difficulties at times. It's not possible for everybody to be delivering everything, and that too with pristine precision. That's not possible. So one day you might not be at the best of your abilities. Not every footballer is in the best of forms. Not every sports person, whichever sport he or she has specialized in, may not be in the right form. Doesn't matter, right? So you started out very well. Let me tell you this, Kirti, that you started out very well. I don't know why you lost the plot. And even if you lost this plot, you could have developed some story. That a man came to me who said that, his mind works with a lot of potential. And I realized that, yes, it's actually the productivity that he's talking about. And productivity is actually a quality of the mind. There's so many stories possible. Use your brain, use your mind, push yourself. Instead of pushing yourself constructively, you got into a negative rut because you were conscious of what others were thinking. Do not do that again, right? I'll come back to you very soon with another topic, not today, because today you are tired, you are unwell. I'll come back to you with another topic pretty soon, and I'm sure you will do a great job. Let's see what your friends are saying. All right. Okay, Pallavi, right. Kirti, don't be sorry. You can speak, dear. Of course you can. No doubt about that. Manisha says, it's just about today only, Kirti. You are a good speaker, and I'm proud of you for that because I remember your earlier performances in the class. I'm sure you will deliver the best speech next time. No doubt about that. Take very good care of your health, Kirti. And I say the same to you, Kirti. Pallavi says, you are a very good speaker, Kirti, and then claps for you. It just seems like you were not fine today, but then also you tried. It was just a bad day, but you are an excellent speaker. I know you will do a very good speech next time. And the 3 beautiful smileys for you. Sneha says, take care, Kirti. It's okay. Happens sometimes. Well done. Yes, indeed. I do understand. Sneha is correct. Isha says, Kirti, you are a brave girl. You started very well. You are already a pro speaker. Take care of yourself. I could sense that there are ideas running inside you, but those ideas are not coming to the surface. Kirti says, thanks to all. Never mind, Kirti. I'll come back very soon with another topic. Not today, some other day. And I'm sure you'll be giving a thunderous performance that day. Doesn't matter. Today also, you started out very well. Let me tell you, you started out very well. And just somewhere in the middle of the speech, probably you lost the plot because of your health issues. I'm not willing to believe that you couldn't complete it. Only because your health issues. You had health issues, and that is why somehow you couldn't take it on from there. But I still appreciate the fact that you continued saying, nothing is striking me, nothing is striking me. Even 6 minutes of nothing is striking me is better than not speaking at all. Right? Okay. With that done, next speaker today will be Manisha. Manisha, be ready. I'm giving you your topic. It's again going to be a difficult topic, right? So, um, Manisha, can you say hello to me?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Manisha. Manisha, your topic for the day is ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Shoot.
Oh, ancient wisdom. Honestly, I don't have much knowledge about this, but still I will try. Ancient means which is very old, and wisdom is knowledge. Right. Ancient wisdom, what I can comprehend is that having knowledge of old things, right? And in ancient time we know that it is always said that Bharat is a Vishwa Guru, right? I know I'm using a Hindi term, but I guess it is understood by all. We say that Bharat is a Vishwa Guru. So why it is said? Because we know that in India we always had or we still have so many intelligent people around us. And one more thing that I like about our past or our ancient history is that in past time it was not like that only men were intelligent in India. We know that in ancient times sages, most of them were women, not all, but most of them were women, and I appreciate that fact. But it is our history has been written in this way that most of the female saints or most of the women sages, their names uh, are not so famous that we are familiar with them easily. I know the name of only one saint, that is Apala. And I will admit that I know this name Apala because of an IS topper, Apala Mishra. Because then I searched about it on internet, that what is the name of Apala. Then I get to know the meaning. Okay, there was some saint, there was some female saint or female sage. That's why, and she has done lots of discoveries in ancient time. That's why no. So yes, let's not take this topic in according to humanity only. So ancient wisdom, in India we already had we have always had so many sages. I'm not able to recall the exact name, but I know the stories which says that we have had saints or sages who had this capability to drink a whole ocean, to drink a water of whole ocean, or to create arms from their bones. And they were so powerful, and it is written in our scriptures. Like we always I will tell you an example. It is always said in Ramayana that Lord Ram, they did so bad that they took examination of Lord Sita when she came back from Lanka. But it is I have read Ramayana, and I know the story behind it. It is said that when Lord Ram, they were doing all that play of uh, of deer, deer, and in during that time, Lord Ram told Sita that now it is time for our play, because it was all that plot to kill Ravan. So during that time, Ram told Sita that now you should live in fire. That was kind of scene. I'm not able to tell it actually, honestly. So once it was all done, once Ravana was killed and everything was fine, then Ram took that Agni Pariksha thing just to revive Sita from fire. That is the actual story, and we most of the Indians don't know about this, and we still claim that Lord Ram, he did so wrong and he should not have done this. But we don't know the actual story behind it. So why I am saying this, I'm not saying because I'm religious and kind of, I'm saying because at in earlier times, in ancient times, we had this knowledge, we were so scientific that we could revive a human from fire. Or we know that there was I am not what was I'm not able to remember the name of the vehicle of Ravana, Pushpak. Maybe, yeah, it was Pushpak. So I feel that we know that, like we have studied this in in our science books, that an aeroplane was first discovered by Wright brothers. But what I feel that first aeroplane was discovered by Ravana himself. And though I'm not big supporter of him, but he was scientist, and we have had these. examples in our scriptures. So yes, and ancient wisdom, and we know that we have Harappa civilization, Mohenjo-daro civilization. So in that we know that Indians, like when most of the world, they did not have this scientific knowledge. During that time, we have had this system of proper canals. We have this system of storing grains. We had this system of taking care of our animals and taking care of our food, so that we can procure it for a longer period of time, and we can have food security. So we were that much advanced in terms of knowledge in ancient times too. And we have always had these amazing arms, and which are known to world right now, but we have always had all these things. And ancient wisdom, and what I would like to add, that it is always said now that you should learn from your grandparents. So why it is said? Because they are made up of from their experiences. You know that they are not as much good in terms of bookish knowledge that we have right now, because we have done graduation, post graduation. So this is possibility that they don't have that all those degrees, but honestly they will have more experiences than us, and they have lived a life double or triple than us. So if you will take any problem to them, they will give you some amazing solution, that you will feel that okay, I was thinking about this in such a big way, and the solution that they have given us is so easy, and it is so practical. So I'm not saying that my grandparents are so ancient and kind of, but I'm just saying this, that ancient wisdom is basically for to learn from them, so that you don't repeat all the mistakes which was done in during that time. So in
Manisha, that should do. Your time is over. Very well done. Give her a huge round of applause, please. You people are very stingy with your claps, okay? And I would like you to clap for Kirti as well, okay? All of you, both for Kirti and Manisha. Give a huge round of applause. Right. Okay. So, very well done. All I can say is you pulled it off well. The topic was difficult, not easy to pull off. You mentioned Apala. Yes, there are so many other women sages, so many others, right, who have contributed immensely to arts, literature, mathematics, astronomy, physics, chemistry, Rasayan Shastra, and of course, medical science. Women of great substance. So, very well done, Manisha. Yet again, you pulled off a great topic. With flying colors. Your speech was not just great, it was content rich as well. And truly, I gained so much from your speech, right? Um, and I'm sure your co-learners have also enjoyed it. So before I say goodbye, I would want to know if all of you are doing coterie talk on a regular basis. From tomorrow, the exercises will start coming. I've not been well. That's why I couldn't, update the exercise part for you. But from tomorrow, the exercises will start coming again. So before I say goodbye, let me read the comments that have come from your friends. Okay, Kirti says, mind-blowing speech as always. You are a very knowledgeable person and lots of claps for you. Kirti is spot on. You've done very well, Manisha. Manisha says, sorry, sir, I couldn't deliver on the actual topic which was given, but I will try to do it from next time. You have no reasons to feel bad, right? Digressions are allowed. And if you ask me, you didn't digress too much. You talked about ancient wisdom alone. Women being in the forefront of so many areas in India, in Bharat, is a fact that nobody can deny, right? So you're talking about the contributions of women, great women. So you have been talking about ancient wisdom. In fact, during the Dark Ages, our country and many other countries in the world lost a lot because the potentials of women were not allowed to come to the surface. They were not allowed to be realized. we could have doubled up our productivity if we had tapped on the potentials of our great women, which we didn't do. If you don't tap on the potentials, if you don't tap the potentials of 50% of your population, how do you expect the country to progress? One of the major reasons why many of the developing countries are progressing now, and what to talk of India, India is progressing in such a brilliant fashion. I love to see the way India is walking with her head high. One of the primary reasons is women and men both are contributing a great deal. You should see the ranks of ISRO. How many women scientists have contributed to Chandrayaan-3? Incredible number. Incredible. I mean, so many women scientists and mathematicians. And if you talk about literature and arts, we have such great writers. So, very well done. Pallavi says, excellent performance, dear Manisha. Lots of claps and beautiful smileys, as always. You are already a pro speaker. You can speak on any topic with so much knowledge that you have. Really inspiring performance, learning a lot from you. And then there are two beautiful smileys. Arun says, excellent, Manisha. And Arun is correct. Excellent performance indeed. Isha says, at the starting of the speech, Manisha said so many knowledgeable persons around us as most talented girl in our group. You are amazing and have immense knowledge in every topic. Stunning speech. Lots of claps and two beautiful smileys. Well, Isha, Manisha, I think a party has become due now because you've got a huge compliment from knowledge personified herself. Okay, so if knowledge personified says that that you have tremendous, a huge reservoir of knowledge, you have all reasons to be happy. Jokes aside, Isha is spot on. Isha is very right. You are a very talented girl, Manisha, and there's so much of promise in you, right? I expect you to go very high up in life and do great things. All right. Sneha says, well done, Manisha. Listening to your thoughts feels amazing. And then there are claps. Correct. She's spot on. Manisha says, thank you so much, everyone, for your kind words. Well, kind words, yes. At the same time, the appreciation is due and you deserve all the appreciation. So with those words now, thank you very much, all of you. Please be on the camera. Arun, Lekha, Kirti, be on the camera. Tomorrow, we are starting out with tenses. T-E-N-S-E-S tenses. Present tense, future tense, past tense. Present tense, as you know, can be simple present, present continuous, and present participle. Likewise, past can be simple past, past continuous, and past participle. And future tense can be simple future, future continuous, and future participle. Now, these concepts are somewhat difficult to grasp. People often ask me when to use have, when to use had, when to use had. So please appreciate that all the secrets about haves, has, etc., 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 will all become very simple once you are through with the classes on tenses and you do the exercises. Please make sure that you do not miss out what probably is the most vital part of essential English grammar. Tenses of verbs. Tenses of verbs. Right? So, do not miss the class tomorrow. Thank you so very much, each one of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Kirti. Thank you for joining, Lekha. Thank you, Arun. Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you, Isha. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Manisha. Take very good care of yourselves and do rest well. Do sleep well. Right? Take care.
Thank you, sir, for
Thank you, sir.
delivering.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Good night. Good night to all of you.
Good
Good night,
night,
sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.